Alright, let's make one more round of the hospital. Just to make sure the doctor didn't, like, circle back around. And sneak back out. Huh. We don't want to talk to you. Actually, where is Cerrone? We want to know what poor patient she is terrorizing today. Interesting. Just the clouds moving overhead make the sheets look dirty. Just saying. What a shame. And here I thought I did a good job of slipping out without anyone noticing today. I wish you hadn't found me so quickly. I'd be in the city enjoying the festival right now. Well, it's not the worst turn of events. I got to take part in that fishing tournament the guild threw, at least. Oh boy. Thanks for finding Dr. Genter. Honestly, is it so much to ask him to get his work done, rather than dump it all on me? I can only handle so much, you know. Dude, you should ask for a raise. Like, for real. Where is Cerrone? She wasn't here. Was she in the nurse's station? And we just missed her? You're not Cerrone, right? No, you're not. Oh, they have the day off. Well then. Okay, how do we get out of here? Now that that's done, we should go do the rest of our quests, which we don't recall what they are, like, at all. Oh yeah, we still had to take pictures. We're gonna be hugging a lot of trees, okay? Hugging all the trees, all the signposts, all the fences, everything. Like, maybe that picnic spot would be another possibility. This is at one of the gates. Belgar Gate. Oh, and the monster. Alright, let's go to Belgar Gate then. We knew it. A call. Oh boy, more trouble. Lloyd speaking. Heya! Working hard as always, Lloyd. Fran, how's it going? What's up? Did an emergency request come in? Yes, actually, something's come up. I'm sure you're familiar with the two gangs downtown. Are they fighting again? Well, there's been reports that they're currently fighting over in the Harbor District. Seriously? What are they thinking, pulling a stunt like this with all these tourists around? We were wondering the same thing. Quite a few people called the police, but it seems all of our patrols are preoccupied at the moment. Since you've dealt with them before, could we leave this to the special support section? Of course. You said the Harbor District, right? We'll head there ASAP. Please be careful. The Harbor District? What happened there? Apparently, Wazi and Wald are back at it again. There are reports they and their gangs are causing trouble in the area. Oh my. Those troublemakers. Man, they all the festival hype get them riled up or something. Whatever the cause, they're putting innocent people in danger with a stunt like this. We should head there immediately and stop them. Understood. Alrighty, guess we gotta go teach those punks yet another lesson. Sure. Right after we go find that missing item. Tangram was the West Crespa Highway, we think. Oh, do we get to see what happened to... Nope, car's still here. Did we actually check this one? Apparently, the commander is going to just happen to be out for the entirety of the anniversary festival. Before leaving, he told us that all we're going to do is background check tourists, so just follow Warrant Officer Muriel's orders. He may have a point, but would it kill him to act like the Crossbell Guardian Force commander every so often? I can't stand that man. In every way except rank, Warrant Officer Muriel is in charge of Belgar Gate. I just want to get a good night's rest. All these tourists coming through here have worked us to death. What in the world is this? Huh, was this here the other day? Let's take a little peek, shall we? Randy, is something wrong? This thing is one of the CGS armored cars. Why is it here? On top of that, they went so far as to conceal it with this tarp. Are they not allowed to have them? Maybe they just don't want the tourists to see it. To feel endangered. Conceal is a bit much. It's barely hiding the thing at all. In fact, this half-baked attempt to hide the thing only makes it more conspicuous. Oh yeah, didn't we get a support request from someone at Belgar Gate? If it's to find the truck, that would be so funny. Maybe this armored car has something to do with it. I believe that the request was to search for a lost item. And as for the client, it was a Warrant Officer Muriel. Muriel, she was that blonde soldier we met before, right? Yep, that's right. She may be busy with work, but we should try asking her about the request. Perhaps you could casually bring up the armored car if you're so interested in it. Good idea. Alright, let's pay her a visit. Interesting. Alright, well, she was on one of the top floors last time. That's definitely Randy's old bed. Oh, come on. It couldn't have just up and disappeared. If I don't find it soon. Yo, Muriel. How's my favorite CGS soldier doing? Nice to see you again, Warrant Officer. Randy? And the rest of the Special Support Section. What are you four doing here? Oh, right. It's about the support request I submitted, isn't it? I've been in such a rush, I nearly forgot about it. Oh, that's alright. I'm sure you must have been swamped with your work. Classic Muriel. She puts on a serious face, but she's really not all there. Excuse me? Someone like you has no right to say that to me. Let's try to settle down, shall we? I know it's sudden, but would you mind explaining the request to us? The CGF wouldn't be coming to us for help unless it really needed it, so I've been curious to learn the details. Yes, that's correct. Forgive me for losing focus for a moment there. So, we've been searching the premises here at Belgard Gate for a certain crucial item that's gone missing. Normally, finding it would be our top priority, but as you can see, we're running short on manpower during the anniversary festival. That's why we decided to ask for some assistance in the matter. I think I understand the situation. So, what exactly are we looking for? It's the key to the armored car that the Guardian Forces just deployed. It's one of the newer models. A new model. I had only heard rumors about it. So, I take it that it has finally been deployed. I fail to understand how you could have lost something so valuable. Let me guess, the commander. I suppose that wasn't a hard guess. It wasn't? How so? Well, it started yesterday. The commander threw an exclusive party to ring in Crossbell's 70th anniversary. Over the course of the night, the commander drank much more alcohol than he should have. And then he had one of the soldiers drive our new armored car to his party. Must have been trying to win over the higher-ups by showing off his new shiny ride. How very tasteless. Once the commander returned and had the car parked inside the gate, he snatched a key from the driver. And later, it just vanished from his possession somehow. Now that we can't move the car, we had no choice but to put a tarp over it in a last-ditch effort to conceal it. Conceal it? That's a very interesting description. Literally anybody could just walk over and lift up the tarp. Like Randy did. I was wondering what I was doing outside. But was that really your best move? The tarp almost makes it more conspicuous. Well, if they left the car as is, it would probably raise a lot of questions they don't wish to answer. For example, why exactly is the CGF's new heavy-duty armored car actively deployed inside of the border gate? If the Imperial Army took it as a threat, I'm not sure we'd be able to reason with them. You can't be serious. At the very least, we'd like to avoid any provocation at all costs. Is this new model really all that? The armored cars we were using before were pretty top of the line in terms of defense and mobility, if I remember right. Trust me, it is. The new model is an upgraded, more combat-oriented version of our old cars. Is Crossbell planning to invade somebody? It's equipped with Vulcan cannons, miniature missile pods, and has seen an entire overhaul when it comes to its base firepower. If you inspected the CGF's entire arsenal, it would easily come out on top. No doubt about it. Gotcha. I agree with you then. Leaving that out in the open sounds a bit too dicey. So, where exactly is that oh-so-wonderful commander right now anyway? This is still his office, ain't it? It is. He's just away at the moment. He headed out this morning and left us to sort out this mess. He said he couldn't possibly call off all the soirees he was hosting for the festival and flake out on Crossbell's top elites? I think not. Sounds like him, all right. The more I hear about this commander, the less I'm eager to meet him. Anyway, we really want to move the armored car out of the public eye ASAP. Will you help us find the key? Of course, naturally. We'd be happy to help, Warrant Officer. Really? Thank you so much. Now, would you mind helping us retrace the commander's steps? Did he mention anything that might give us any leads? Let me think. If you'd like to hear what I was able to get out of him this morning, I'd be more than happy to share. That should suffice. When the commander returned, he had the armored car parked right inside of the gate. And he took the key from the soldier driving. And then, I imagine he was craving a light snack to wash down all that alcohol. So, he stopped by the mess hall and had one of the cooks make him some food. Afterwards, he waltzed up to the roof and sung his heart out for quite a while. Once he finally tired himself out, he realized he had no idea where the key had gone. He sounds like a proper drunk. I think it was a miracle that he made it up to the rooftop at all, given his condition. Just another day in the life of that deadbeat. From what we just heard, we know for a fact that the key was lost while he was gallivanting around the gate. And if that's the case, we shouldn't have to worry about searching anywhere other than Belgard Gate. I agree, Ellie.
Unless somebody found it and decided to keep it.
Alright then, we should perform a sweep of the general area first. Who knows? We might find some clues, or, with luck, the key. Warrant Officer Muriel, would you like to accompany us on our search? I'm afraid not. I feel like I would just get in the way if I came along. I'll still be doing what I can to find it, though. Starting with tearing apart the commander's office.
Don't you worry about a thing. Even in the most desperate of situations, you can always count on old Randy to help you out of a pinch.
Geez, I really am counting on you, Randy, so I hope you can live up to that big talk. We should go ahead and commence our search for the key. Let's start by checking the armored car itself. I intend to thoroughly search the commander's office for the key. We weren't the cause of this mess, but that doesn't make it any less important. I will do my duty, whatever it may be.
Alright. I mean, the key's probably in his office somewhere. We should check his office just in case. Maybe it's inside one of these pods. How to get downstairs? Lloyd told us to check the armored car. We know it's not in there. It's probably on the roof or wherever the guy was last. But whatevs. We'll just do what Lloyd tells us to do. For once. Just to shake things up, you know?
So, according to Muriel, the commander parked the car here and it hasn't been moved since. I'd say we should search the area for the key, but I assumed the CGF would have found it if it was actually here. That's a good point. It would be a waste of time to search the area again. Besides, since the car has those bulky Vulcan cannons on top, we can't exactly remove the tarp to take a closer look. Darn, I kinda wanted to see this baby in all its glory. Randy, have you ridden in an armored car like this before? This model should be a modified edition of the conventional armored car, so it should feel largely the same.
Nah, there's just something I'm kinda curious about. If they got permission to use them, I'm sure they'd be super nice for patrols and stuff like that. I bet Noelle would die of happiness.
I think you might be right. Huh, it looks like we have visitors from the Empire. Let's go check it out.
More LED wheels.
Whoa, a limo?
Okay. Ellie recognizes.
Oh, if it isn't the fine ladies and gentlemen of the Special Support Section.
Oh! Explains why Ellie would recognize it.
Good day, everyone. I trust that Crespel has been treating you well. Uncle Theodore? It's been a while, sir.
It has indeed.
You'll have to forgive me. Did my arrival get in the way of your duties?
At least he didn't try to run us over, like that one priest, right?
Not at all. This guy's suave as ever, I see. Are you returning from a business trip by any chance, sir?
That's right. Negotiations in the Empire.
But that aside, I can't help but ask about that great big thing sitting behind you. I guess it's hard to not notice. It's kind of a long story. I see. Allow me to make an educated guess then. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it must be one of the CGF's new armored cars, or something like that, right? How did I catch you off guard? There's a simple explanation, I assure you. You see, at the party I attended yesterday, I ran into the CGF commander. He, in his drunkenness, mentioned something about that very car to one of his subordinates, I believe. I sat with him at multiple parties now, and I really do think he should work on that drinking problem of his. That answers that. You must have left for the Empire directly after the party, correct? And if that's the case, you might have the clue we're looking for. What exactly do you mean? Allow me to explain. The SSS informed Dieter of the situation and their support request. I think I'm starting to understand. That would certainly explain why there's an armored vehicle with mounted guns, just sitting in the middle of a high-traffic area. However, I'm afraid I won't be of much help to you all. Like I said earlier, I had negotiations in the Empire today, so I had to leave the party early in order to make it on time. In other words, by the time the commander made it back to Belgard Gate, I was already long gone. Geez, what a bummer. Guess all we can do is stick to retracing his steps. This may be presumptuous of me to ask, but can I give you a piece of advice I was given by Belle a long time ago? Maria Belle gave you advice. Again, it was many, many years ago, but I had the habit of losing things. There were just so many projects I had to keep track of that I couldn't help but misplace a document here and there. Really? I would have never guessed that, judging by how you act now. I feel like part of it had to do with my still being young and inexperienced at the time too. Anyway, every time I would lose something, Belle would always be there to find it for me. And each time she would let out a great big sigh and tell me this. Father, how many times do I need to tell you? When you lose something, you have to look where you'd least expect it to be. Search the unexpected places. Well, I guess that makes a certain amount of sense. In short, Belle was simply trying to tell me to change my perspective. Though I don't know how useful you all will find this advice, of course. No, sir, we appreciate it. Thank you very much. I don't know if I've been much help, but I hope you find what you're looking for. Oh dear, I seem to have gotten carried away with our conversation. I think my car might be a bit of a nuisance, sitting in the middle of the gate like this. If you'll excuse me. Oh, have a safe drive home, sir. Thank you, sir. Until we meet again, SSS. Never changes, that guy. You know, he gave us some pretty valuable advice. Change our perspective, huh? That's definitely something we forgot to think about. It might be the key to finding this, key. Now then, let's keep retracing the commander's steps and see where that takes us. I believe Warrant Officer Muriel told us that after the commander parked the car, he went to the mess hall. Yeah, let's take our investigation there. Sure. Yo, Stella, keeping yourself busy? Oh, Randy, funny seeing you here. Were you wanting to order something? Not exactly. We're searching for the armored car's key as per Warrant Officer Muriel's request. Oh, so you guys are the ones who got stuck with that. The warrant officer already asked me to look around. I combed over the mess hall high and low, but it's nowhere to be found. I suppose we can mark the mess hall off our list then. We are in the process of retracing the commander's steps. Do you mind recounting what you witnessed last night? Sure, I don't mind. The first day of the anniversary festival was incredibly hectic here. I was finally winding down from the craziness of the day when the commander stormed in here, utterly wasted. All of a sudden, he yelled at me to cook something that would sober him up, so I had to do some forced overtime. And because of that, I wasn't able to get around to any of the prep work I needed to do for today. Wow, he sounds pretty terrible. Oh, for sure. Guy swaggers around like he owns the place, but doesn't do a lick of actual work. It sounds like he's the complete opposite of Deputy Commander Bales. Excuse me, would you know if he had the key on him while he was eating his meal?
Beats me.
I only heard about it being lost when I woke up this morning, so I'm afraid I wasn't really paying attention. Is that so? There's no way of knowing whether he had the key here or not. What's everyone doing gathered around in the mess hall? Good timing, Beyond. These people are helping the CGF recover that key or whatever. Nice to meet you. We're the special support section. Oh yeah, I've heard about you all. Nice to meet you too. Hey, Beyond. Still the same military buff as always. Afraid so. It's been a while, Randy. So, Beyond, did you end up finding the key? You know, the one the warrant officer told us about. After giving it a quick search, I can safely say that it isn't in the inn. I'm pretty sure the commander didn't bother heading there after his meal anyway. Sorry, but what do you mean by pretty sure? Weren't you at the inn last night? I imagine you would know whether he came in or not, right? I'd finished my work for the day by then, so I was actually taking a break up on the roof when he got back. Wait, hold on. Did you remember something? Yeah, I passed by him as I was leaving the roof. And if I'm not wrong, I remember him spinning around something that looked like a keychain. That must have been the key you were looking for. Then that means it's extremely likely that the commander had the key until he headed up for the roof after leaving the mess hall. It bothers me that we'd act so nonchalant with something so important. I certainly agree, but at least we picked up a valuable statement. Good thing that memory of yours finally kicked in, eh? Better late than never, right? You have got to be kidding me. Do you realize how much time I wasted searching the mess hall because of you? Sorry about that. Well, I think it's about time for me to head back to work. See you later, Stella.
Run away.
He ran. Well, thanks to him, we finally got ourselves a solid lead. Thanks for all your help too, Stella. Randy's right. Even though you only knew it wasn't in the mess hall, that narrowed down our list of potential hiding places significantly. You're welcome. I'm not really sure how important this key is. But please find it. Not just for the CGF's sake, but for Warrant Officer Muriel's. We'll do our best, I promise. Now is our next destination, the roof.
Watch it be, like, in the courtyard. On the grass. He was swinging it around, and all of a sudden, whoosh, it went flying.
Well, we made it to the roof. According to Warrant Officer Muriel, the CGF commander sung his heart out up here. I imagine it took a while to climb the stairs while he was under the influence. Yes, but our biggest issue is that he doesn't remember where exactly he misplaced the key. If you were to lose it anywhere, this would be the place. Let's try searching for a while and see where that takes us.
Alright, hug all the walls. Oh, we found something. Somewhere.
Wait, is that it? Oh, it's just a piece of wire. Where could this key have gone?
Okay, never mind.
I think I see something. Is this a lid for a juice can? We should probably dispose of it.
Keep hugging. Can you imagine?
That tunnel leads into Erebonia, right? That's right. More specifically, that tunnel and the fortified mountain base up ahead both comprise Garrelia Fortress. As the Empire's easternmost stronghold, it's used to keep Calvard in check. Seeing it this close, I cannot help but feel incredibly intimidated by the Empire.
Can't blame you for feeling that way, Teotot. After all, that mountain's hiding two of the Empire's scariest weapons, the railway guns.
Railway guns. I feel like I've heard of them somewhere before. I'm sure you have. They're the pride and joy of the Imperial Army. They're ultimate weapons of mass destruction.
Are they like giant cannons? On rails?
Heard those bad boys fire 80 red shells. Interesting. So these are the battle weapons developed by the Reinford Company. 2 years ago, tensions between the Empire and the Republic have finally reached a breaking point. While both countries began to conduct large-scale military exercises, the wall over there opened, revealing their 2 enormous railway guns. Weapons which have the capacity to hit Crossbell City. If Erebonian were to unleash them,
oh no.
Tragedy would be unavoidable. The Crossbell Times never once mentioned these while I was living in Calvard. I never knew things were that unstable at the time. Well, as you can see, they've got their trump card stored away right now. We might owe the Liberalian Queen's non-aggression pact thanks for that. Definitely. I'd always heard that she was an admirable person, but I have a newfound respect for her now. Looks like we got sidetracked. We should continue our search for the key. You think the key's up on the roof? Dahlia and I searched the entire roof front to back, but came up with zilch. But hey, we might have overlooked something. I hope you have better luck searching than we did.
We do too.
Last night, the commander came up here and couldn't stop singing. Loudly, I might add. I was hoping to get some rest from her labors, but that didn't happen.
Alright, we might as well search the center as well. Oh no, we found something.
Oh, what's that sparkle? Just a 10 mira coin. Did the commander accidentally drop it while he was up here? I don't see it anywhere. Well, at the very least, we know for a fact that the commander was up here. True, but we may have made a mistake to assume that he dropped the key on the roof. If that were the case, the guardsmen would have found it immediately. Considering what Mr. Croy told us earlier, we might need to change our perspective on this entire thing. It's only a possibility, but what if the key fell into a place that we can't normally reach? Let's investigate every nook and cranny of this place one more time.
Alright. More hugging.
Huh? Lloyd. What's the matter? I see it.
We were right! Well, okay. It's on some sort of post, but the post is in the courtyard. So, half points? Half credit?
How the heck did it end up in a place like that? Given its true location, I'm not surprised that they were unable to find the key, no matter how much they scoured the gate. For now, let's let the warrant officer know. We should be able to reach it with a ladder. Hopefully they have one around here we can borrow. Right, let's go find her.
Do we even really need a ladder? Like, pretty sure Randy could just make a step with his hands and toss Tio up there, you know?
I think you were looking for this.
Randy handed the key to the armored car over to Muriel and explained how they found it.
It seriously ended up in a place like that. I never would have found it then. What probably happened is that your commander dropped it while he was singing on the roof. That aside, I'm just relieved that you were able to find it. Thanks to you, we can finally move that armored car someplace where tourists won't stumble across it. I guess I'm in your debt. This time, Randy.
Shouldn't they have posted a guard in front of the armored car just to keep people from walking over and lifting the tarp. Like Randy did. You know? Don't worry about it. But if you really want to make things even, how about going on a date with me? It'd be a good time. I don't know what I was expecting. Idiots never change, do they? Well, thank you for everything, SSS. You're welcome. If you ever need anything from us, all you have to do is submit a support request. I'll keep that in mind. Now, if you'll excuse me. Bye. Case closed, eh? I suppose so. I wasn't sure we would find the key for a second there. If a stranger picked it up, I don't know what we would have done. Considering where it was dropped, I'd say we got lucky. I am inclined to agree. Incidents like this could be avoided if the commander was a bit more observant. He's always been an incompetent jerk who only thinks about himself, even back when I was stationed here. If we didn't find that key, Muriel probably would have taken the heat for losing it. That man is hopeless. No denying that. Still, at least we know that there are people like the deputy commander and the warrant officer doing honest work in the CGF. I'd like to think that most of the guardsmen are following suit despite everything. Good point, Lloyd. Well, time to head out. Yeah, let's go. Alright. Where's the bus stop? Oh, here it is. Think we're good here. We wonder, are there any tourists scoping out the police academy? Probably not, right? Okay, we have one more quest. Oh, no, we still have the pictures. Let's see. Just want to knock out all of the quests before we get started on the main story. Just says Geofront B. Oh, wait. We were supposed to... No, that's day 2. I was gonna say we were supposed to go to talk to the troop, but it's still day 1, and we already did that. Alright, we are gonna start from the end. Aha! Oh, these things are ugly. What the heck are those? It cannot be blinded, unfortunately. Giant drone, a giant mollusk that manipulates electrical arts. Sports impressive regenerative abilities. Weak to fire and earth. Alright. Randy, what happened to all your CP? Actually, oh, it's resistant to everything. So his attack wouldn't have worked anyway. Alright, we have to do... Dark Attendant. Mollusk monster made of mucus. Lovely. Launches part of its body to blind foes. Weak to wind. Well, it's weak to everything, but mostly wind and earth. But also weak to fire, so... Alright, let's go after this one, and maybe it'll move forward.
Yes? A little closer would have helped, but it's okay. It's okay. Let's start at the back. Okay, okay. We can get 2 with this. Oh, that's not good. Oh no, this is not good. Oh! Oh, and Ellie can't. Wow. Things are not going well for us. Okay, who do we heal? Probably Ellie, right? Well, Randy's kind of lower on HP, actually. Oh, he's also, Things are bad. Not sure if we can still save this, or if, like... Huh. Teal might die again. How much HP does Teal have? We don't know. Thank you for dodging. Oh great, more of them. That's what we needed. More uninvited guests. On Ellie. Thank you for dodging. Right, because she was dead. Actually... they're not resistant to anything. Since the little ones aren't resistant, we definitely want this. Okay, that's smaller.
Okay, that does get everybody. Who should Lloyd go after? This guy, right? Can you take him all out though? Maybe not. Let's go after this guy. Good job. Oh no. Tio's gonna die again. Oh. No, she's still gonna die. Okay, okay. That's fine. No, no, she's still gonna die. Probably the best move. Do you have impede, Lloyd? No, no impede. Only seal. Oh boy. Huh. We don't know what to do. Alright, well... we'll get Lloyd out of the circle, if nothing else. Yeah, okay. What we really should be doing is getting out of the circle, but we keep forgetting. Oh, no, it's on Randy. Oh, no. We definitely do not want that. We definitely don't want that guy to get, Oh, that almost ended very, very badly. Thank you for the help. This is so unfair. So unfair. Hmm. But we want Ellie in the vicinity to heal, so we don't know. Things are just not working out for us this battle. What are we even doing? We don't know. This entire battle is just one big hot mess. We swear. No idea what we're doing. Oh no. Yeah, seriously. No kidding. Oh boy. Okay, that one is too far away to do anything. Hopefully. This cannot revive, unfortunately. I feel like we should focus on this guy, because he's the person giving us the most trouble. But maybe Ellie should not be the one to do that. So close. So close to getting all three, but no dice. Okay, it's on Lloyd. Maybe Tio should just move away? Like, to over here. That would be good. Ellie can come over here next to Tio. I mean, yeah, kinda. Sorry, Lloyd. It's fine. We will bring you back. Oh, nope. He's alive. He's alive. Lloyd is a survivor. Good dodge. So annoying. Oh. Oh boy. Oh no, it Like, we'd have to give up the crit. We have to give up the crit. There's no other choice. Because it's on Ellie, right? Yeah, it's on Ellie. Everybody's gonna die. Half our team is gone. Okay, okay. We can work with this. We can work with this. We cannot work with this. It's either her or Tio. Thank you for dodging. Keep dodging. You got this. We still believe in you. You can do it. Okay, just a little bit more. Keep forgetting. Please cancel. Oh, Ellie. You were supposed to cancel. Tio, what have you got? You know what? Why not? Why not? Zayda's always saving us. Surely he could do something about this too. Yeah? Whoops. Wrong button. Okay, you know what? It's fine. Ellie. We're not sure if Ellie can survive this. It's not close enough. Come on, Tio. Ellie doesn't need the reviving bomb. Does this cancel the art? We don't remember. Because if it does, then we totally wasted Tio's turn. No, no, she's still got it. Okay. That is fine. Makes sense. Bring back Randy. Because Randy died recently during one of the battles. So we want him to, you know, get some experience. Oh, great. Great. We have no idea what was going on during that battle. Clearly, it's just not a good day for battles. At least that sounds cool. Alright. That's enough for today. We're in no condition to take on Wazienwald. So, next time.